Yeah, greetings, scholars, researchers, students. How's everyone out there? Yeah, you're with future prof JWL, aka Joseph Will Rich, aka Mukamawera. Yeah, so anyway, it is the 10th of September. And as we speak right now, of course, on our radar, we have just recently finished working on transformatics, applying transformatics and genetics, and looking forward to getting that book published physically. It's already published on iPo electronically. Also, maybe presenting some of those findings at a conference. Talking of which, on a paper, it will eventually definitely turn into a book from what I can see. It's about applying transformatics in psychology, not genetics this time. So these are my source books, which I plan to use. These are all books titles that I have been keeping in my private collection. So we see some interesting titles there. Yes, Introduction to Psychology, Davidoff. Yes, Psychology by Norman L. Moon, Cosmos Carl Sagan, Herbal Drugstore, Fundamental Concepts of Modern Physics, Linear Algebra, Tibetan Book of the Living and Dying, Right and Reason. Yes, Oxford Companion to the Mind, Systematic Theology, Rock and Roll by Yours and Only, Raising the Dead, Mind, Body, Spirit, Earth, Spells and How They Work, Cornelius Agrippa's 3 books of occult philosophy, Encyclopedia of Mythology. So this is really some of the ideas that you should look forward to is putting forward a proposal for some new mathematical approach to psychology. Especially given some of the things we have recently discovered or learned while using transformatics and genetics, and seeing as psychology especially is an aspect or subject we can most make sense of when dealing with humans. And so we find that humans themselves have a material basis, which is genetics, or their genetic code. But for psychology, one of the interesting or exciting ideas that I'm seeing that the material basis for psychology is not only genetics, but also the physical material that underlies the expression of consciousness or a living thing. Because if you found a dead body there, yes, it will have genetic material, but it will not have life, it will not be conscious. Whereas if you find a living person, they have something in them that makes them alive. And for me, it is blood. It is blood. This mathematics, we are going to even look at some things like the mathematical definition of blood, and also how consciousness can arise from blood. Also to explain things like why is it that blood is so important in psychology across many cultures around the world, in spirituality, etc. Yeah, so those things. Look forward. And the conference I'm planning to have some of these ideas disseminated. That is the Psychology 13th conference on psychology, to be hosted by University of Kisubi in October. So look forward to that, and I wish us well. Bye-bye. Cheers. And talking of blood, I want to give thanks to one of the big influencers or sources of inspiration. Is one of our friends on the internet community there. See where we normally share movies on social media on Telegram. So a recent movie for which I might write a review soon, 2022 film called Blood. Yes, it's a horror film by Brad Anderson, and also features someone with my name, Skit Ulrich. So yes, this movie, when I was watching it, partly inspired some of the ideas that I intend to paper. So perhaps I'll cite them somewhere. But thanks, yes, Muno watch, yes, Vijay Junior and the team, mwebale nyuku kututusaako bu sinema obwo kuba kati butuwani ku science. Thank you so much and cheers guys.